Katie joins us in studio. Katie, good morning.
Queen of Ox Roast.
The Queen of Ox
Woo!
Roast.
Feeling it this morning. And there's an air to an aroma, if you will, in the DA studio. This is lovely, you guys. I mean, I know ship has sailed on Valentine's Day, but never too late.
We just wanted to make sure
too late
that it was thoughtful without being creepy.
You guys, you know what? You stepped it up a notch.
Thank you.
You went down to that drugstore right around CBS Sports Radio, and
Yes.
you said, we might not pay our bills, but we do buy some mean votives.
By the way, I think our strawberry and cream candles match your glasses today.
Fantastic. Do they also glow in the dark?
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know if these do, but I know your glasses do.
They do. That was a discovery that was unintentional. Yeah.
Maybe we should turn off the lights just to see how your glasses glow.
I was on stage speaking to like thousands of people, and there was a moment where a video was playing, and I was like, and my glasses glow in the dark. Well, what do you know?
You just got back from Iceland.
I did.
You've gone to Iceland now how many times?
I was going to Iceland before it was like a trend.
Before it was Iceland.
Yes, many, many years. It is, America obviously is my favorite place in the globe. I am a true patriot.
Nice.
But
I'm glad you squeezed that one in.
I have to squeeze that in.
I just want to let everybody know I really like America, my birth country.
It's my favorite place in the globe because, you know, I travel so much.
Yeah.
300 days a year on the road, 300 plus days. But Iceland is one of those places, strangely, that I go to quite a bit for many, many years.
5-6 times?
Yeah, I mean, I go, like, literally, I booked this trip, like, a couple days before I left, if that. And I don't even have a hotel. I just figure it out when I land.
Really?
Like, I'm very comfortable in Iceland.
This sounds really ignorant. Do they speak decently fluent English there?
Absolutely. So they speak Icelandic, and everyone speaks English.
Okay.
For the most part. I mean, like, in my experiences all over the country, 95% of individuals.
Because that's a crucial part of traveling kind of on a whim.
Yes.
It's really fun to not plan and just to kind of go with the flow. But if they don't speak English and you're not fluent in their language, it could be brutal to figure things out. And I guess you don't speak a lot of Icelandic.
No, but I do have this new gadget that is a two-way translation device that works incredibly. Like, you literally speak into it, and it shoots out a multitude. I mean, there's dozens and dozens of languages, Icelandic being one of them.
Cool.
So I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, English, absolutely.
Okay. Very cool. So you went over there to run a 10K.
I did.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but they hold 10Ks here, too. You don't have to go to Iceland to run a 10K.
So ridiculous. It's insane. And the terrain there and the weather conditions, it was like, when I pulled up to get the rental car, first off, the guy remembered me. Like, that's how many times I've been to Iceland. He's like, oh, yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, it's your second home.
He's like, just a heads up, you don't want to leave the door open because it might blow off. The wind is really bad right now. Noted. Noted.
Is that more of a reference on how strong the wind is or how bad the car door was made?
Oh, no, it was a strong car, strong vehicle. You do not want to, anyone thinking of, lots of people always tell me, like, oh, they see my Iceland posts on social, and they're like, I've always wanted to go there. I'm like, you have to rent an SUV. The terrain in Iceland, there's a reason why Star Wars and Game of Thrones is filmed there. Like, it's unlike anything you'll ever experience. You have to get an SUV.
Which Star Wars episodes were filmed there? I didn't know this.
Yes, Rogue One and A Force Awakens. There's a number of different, so from the glaciers to the volcanic terrain to just the beautiful landscape. There's so many parts that you feel like you're on Hoth. Like, it feels like another planet. And there's no surprise. Once you see it, like, I can put photos up all day and videos, but really to experience the terrain, to see it in person, you're like, I feel like I'm on another planet.
Why didn't you wait for the 10K in June or July in Iceland?
No, that's not my style. DA, you know I'm crazy. I like the challenge. I can't walk from my place to CVS without, like, racing the person next to me. Everything I do is competitive.
You live not too far from here, and you're just kind of running through the streets of Manhattan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was on the Brooklyn Bridge running last night. I like the challenge. If it's easy, not for me.
Katie Linendoll joins us here in studio. Here's the other thing I think the people don't recognize about you. Maybe they do if they follow your social media, but you're totally into tech. You're totally smart. You're totally successful in this kind of professional atmosphere, but you're an athlete. I mean, you have posted some videos of you doing chin-ups and
pull-ups,
pull-ups and runs. And, I mean, you've got abs for days. I mean, you are just cut.
Thank you for that.
So you are a natural athlete.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So you're just looking for those physical challenges.
Yes. And that 10K in Iceland was one of them. I will tell you that.
So it's not just a normal 10K where you run around a neighborhood a couple times.
No, and it was at night, too, because you had to throw that into the mix. It wasn't like a daylight run.
Okay, so what makes the 10K in Iceland different from a 10K like around the cul-de-sac in your neighborhood?
Correct. The cul-de-sac could just do a couple loops. It's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
same thing.
That's most Americans' 10Ks.
Right? Well, and of course, I'm like, you know what? Like, they say this is not a race for your personal best. Like, you kind of have to pay it. You might want to wear a headlamp. It's pretty bad terrain conditions.
Because it's at night.
It's at night. If you're crazy enough to even show up.
Did you wear those glasses to go in the dark?
So listen, I don't wear my glasses when I run because I think it's kind of nerdy, all right? There's just like some things where I don't wear my glasses.
Okay.
It was so bad out. I literally wore a pair of glasses when I ran, and I lost the glasses after the run. Like, I wore a pair of glasses. Like, that's how, you're in the middle of a foreign country where you're like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. And then you're like, yes, I should. Like, there's always that moment in any endeavor you have personally or professionally where there's so many reasons to just not do it.
Yeah.
And that's what separates us. You keep going.
So it's a nighttime run.
It's a nighttime run.
In February in
Yes.
Iceland.
Uh-huh.
What are the challenges that we're stacked up against?
The ice terrain was the biggest challenge.
You're running on ice terrain. So it's not a road. It's not a plowed road.
So what you have to do, and I actually recommend this to anybody. So what I did is I put this blog post up of some of my favorite nighttime gadgets for you just on my website, katielinendoll.com. And one of my top picks are you have to spike your shoes. So you have to take these overlays, and you can buy them. There's a number of different ones out there. I like these ones called Traxoles, Traxole. And you strap them around your shoes, so you're gripping the ice.
Wow.
Now, when I got to Iceland and I was starting to do some runs, I actually lost my spikes in the ice. So I had to go run back and find them. So it was, you really need your ice grippers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so that was
not
cool.
a normal 10K.
And it wasn't a normal 10K. Here's the difference between a race in Iceland and a race in races that I've done here.
It's like an Ironman 10K.
Yeah, well, you showed up, by the way. And there's this facility, kind of, to me, it was like really not in the middle of nowhere. And there's hundreds of people showing up, and they're just kind of showing up, a little bit before. In the U.S., there'd be like a DJ, a hot dog stand,
Right.
tons of porta potties lined up. There was 2 bathrooms. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so neurotic. I use the bathroom like 100 times before a run.
Yeah.
So I'm already going like into headspace, like losing my cool here. Like, where is all the stuff?
All they're doing.
Where are all the kiosks with the caramel apples for post-race?
Right.
Where's the hot apple cider? I have lots of follow-up questions. And then, like, the biggest difference I noted when you're running this race, it was very intense. The last half mile was uphill. And it was so, like, in the U.S., lots of people are like, oh, good job. You're running against somebody on a hill, and you're like, keep it up, man. You got this. No one said a word to anybody.
Silence.
Complete silence during the whole race. And I was like, this is awesome.
Dreamscape.
Yeah, totally.
So an Icelandic 10K has 2 bathrooms.
Yeah,
They're playing,
2 bathrooms.
They're only playing Bjork, and it's just smoked fish, canned fish. That's all you get at the end of the race.
Congratulations. It's a thing of fish. And then, DA, I said this before. I'm the last person that likes anything for free. I'm like, give it away. I don't want any more stuff. We live in New York. We don't have the space. It's simplifying our lives these days. But you run the dang race for the free T-shirt.
No doubt. It's the only reason you do this stuff.
Yes. And, like, I don't get this a T-shirt. I hit the gift shop after. Like, where's the gift shop, too? I hit the gift shop after. I want the hoodie. I want the hat.
Sure.
I want the gloves. I want the pin. No T-shirt.
What?
So at that point,
You flew all the way to Iceland to run a 10K. They don't even give you a T-shirt.
you make the T-shirt.
You made the T-shirt.
And my graphic designer make us all T-shirts.
Oh!
Yeah.
Look at
You don't
this.
get a T-shirt, you make it yourself. You get a T-shirt, you get a T-shirt, you get a T-shirt.
All
Look at
right.
this. And it's a good one.
Look at this.
It's a Viking on it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to look like I actually run races. This is
That's
great.
the thing.
Well, this is kind of like how Bilotti had the polar bear plunge hoodie. He never actually did it.
No
Remember that?
question. He is the polar bear.
You kind of can't wear it if you didn't do it, but in this case, you get a pass. You ran it by proxy.
Okay, let me see this T-shirt.
Yeah,
This
totally.
is awesome. It's a black T-shirt. It has a Viking on it. Robbie
My
Rosenhaus would
awesome
like
graphic
this.
designer, Sarah, created the logo.
This is so cool. Yeah, it's got the Northern Lights behind it.
If the Icelandic amazing people knew I created this, they'd probably think I was nuts.
They
And a
should
shout out to
probably
my
already.
friend Dagny, who may be listening, because she actually finished second in the age group last year. She's a killer triathlete in Iceland, and she was running most of the race with me. She's getting a T-shirt. She gets a T-shirt.
That is awesome. Now,
Yeah.
you have all of this great tracking technology.
Mhm.
Did you wear like a bunch of gadgets to see your heart rate and your speed and your miles per hour? And
That's the other thing. So this was such a low-tech race that literally, like and again, to differentiate, here you would get a race bib and a tracker that would keep track of your pace or your mileage, and you could see your splits after the race. It was so low tech that you filled out a registration card and you put it in your pocket, and you turn that in at the finish line.
This is great.
Right?
The Icelandic 10K is like from 1975.
I love it.
Here's Katie. She's like, my sneakers aren't connecting to the Bluetooth here, guys. Come on. My GPS tracker won't tell me where the next bathroom is.
I had more gadgets on me than I knew what to do with. And one of my gadgets, and again, I put this blog post together. This one gadget that I had is called a Nova Illumio jacket. And I hit this little button inside my jacket, and the whole thing lit up. Like there's light strips on it. So I was covered head to toe.
You look like my town's bazaar in July, where it's just like blinking lights, like there's the salt and pepper shaker and the Ferris
100%.
wheel. And then that's what you were running Icelandic at night 10Ks looking like.
Right?
You look like a Vegas marquee.
Yeah, and then I overheated during it. You know, you're on mile 3 and you're like, oh, dude, why did I put all this gear on? You got to cut back. Tons of gear.
By the way, I don't know if anybody saw this on your social that's listening. Oh, it was just the best moment ever. You went to the Vegas, what was it, the CES Expo?
Oh, CES, yeah.
And you wore a vest that had a C2 cartridge in it, right? So describe this.
Idea.
It was a vest that was supposed to, it was like an airbag vest to protect you in a car accident, right? Is that what it was made for?
And really for cycling. So you're riding your bike, and there's this vest that, heaven forbid, you get into an accident. It inflates. Well, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. That first off, there's no regulation apparently at CES because I was in there's different sections of different countries that are exhibiting their new products. This was in the French section, and I don't know if there was any regulations on this because it had a CO2 cartridge in the vest. So they're like, we're going to implode it for your segment.
This is great.
So 3, 2, 1. I'm like, it's all about safety. Keep yourself together on the road. Heaven forbid there's an accident. Boom!
Boom! A huge explosion.
I thought I freaking imploded.
Because this vest immediately inflates and puts like a shock through your entire body.
I seriously thought I got shot. And then I realized that I didn't die, and I was so elated.
So all of these tech experts are watching the demonstration with Katie.
I look like a total idiot.
They set off the CO2. It looks like she has been blown to smithereens. Honestly, if body parts of Katie that were like neon and fluorescent just went all over the place, you could understand. She stands there, realizes she survived, and goes, I'm alive! And the whole crowd just starts dying.
It was awesome. I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I've had many moments in the last few months where I'm very thankful to be alive. Very thankful. In many of these instances, I've put myself in by choice.
Willingly, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Oh, more with Katie Linendoll because she has brought by some sports stuff.
You know it.
Figurines and Star Wars stuff. So we're going to get to that coming up here next. And we will ask Katie about the guy at the hockey game that didn't give the puck to his girlfriend. DA, CBS Sports Radio. I just showed Katie the video where last night at the Avs game, one of the Avs players lifts the puck over the glass into the stands. And a guy grabs the puck, but also in the process elbows, it looks like his girlfriend in the head or the shoulder, then gives the puck not away to his girlfriend, but instead to the woman in front of him. And then his girlfriend seems very upset by the entire process. You saw it. What was your takeaway?
There should be a new rule. And I can tell you I've been in the middle of this a few times. If you get the ball or the puck, you should have to keep it. Because I feel like there's this obligatory give it away to somebody around you or you look like a bad person. You deserve that. You go for that ball, you go for that puck, and you keep it.
That is such a tenacious Katie Linendoll take. You have earned that, you keep that.
That's right. Do you agree with me?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess there's some part of the chivalry that I appreciate, or if you give it away to a kid, is that okay? Or you should not give it away to kids either?
Well, let me propose a story to you, a situation.
My problem is we have a guy, Peter Schwartz, here on CBS Sports Radio.
I'm Peter Schwartz.
And he collects foul balls. And so when him and his kids go out, they get like 6 foul balls. And to me, that's just gluttony.
That was exactly where I was going. So I had front row seats at a Red Sox game. We were on like the third baseline, right? And my brother-in-law catches this ball. And we don't need anything. Again, I said this earlier, like I'm the last person that wants free stuff or we need anything. But he gets the ball, and the people behind us had like 20 foul balls. And then they're like, well, we want the ball. And then we look like the bad people, and heaven forbid, I'm on camera not giving away the ball. So there's this obligatory have to give the ball.
But they
and I
had
kind of
to-
really wanted, my brother-in-law's like a huge fan. Like, he didn't want it either, but he's like, it wasn't even like, he hadn't even caught the ball yet. It was like, we want it! Dude, lay off. Like, lay off. It's a ball. You know what I'm saying? But then we look like bad people if we don't give you the ball.
They had 20 baseballs?
Dude, they had... And then we get in this one moment where you don't see the big picture, right? So who do you give you give the ball? He gave him the ball immediately. Like, he didn't even catch it yet, and they were like, it's ours. Let him catch the thing first. My gosh.
What did the kids say behind you to get the ball?
I want the ball. Yeah, it wasn't even like polite. Like, listen.
Little did he could have probably just asked you for like a Bluetooth speaker or something.
Yeah. You could have really made out on the deal.
You turn around, you're like, listen, kid, I keep the ball. You get a 10-foot high inflatable dinosaur that's Bluetooth operated. It'll play all of your favorite music.
And it's a BOGO. You also get wireless headphones that are in my bag that light up, okay?
Exactly. What do you
Pipe
think?
down.
What do you think?
Pipe down.
Okay. I will take you to the Icelandic 10K next time. I just need this Mookie Betts foul ball.
Manners. Did you grow up with manners? It's big in my family, okay?
So you always have great manners because you always bring us gifts. And you
yes.
have stacked these amazing gifts on the table, on the desk in front of us. And I see baseball players with these oversized head figurines that you brought in before. These are pop figures?
Pop Funko. So I have been named a friend of Funko, which is a big deal. That's like nerd equivalent to like, winning some sort of large award.
Yeah, so that's...
And when it was named by CEO, I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's like
Brian Mariotti, I'm a friend of Funko. That's not a big deal at all.
I
love Pop Funko.
This is your nerd Oscar.
And anyone that's familiar, like Pops, nerd Oscar, totally, well put. It's a $700 million business.
Yeah.
Like, they have something for everybody. So for you guys, it's all about spring training right now, as we know.
Yes.
So let me deliver the goods.
Yeah.
Hand it off. You guys can select what you like. And then I kind of had this.
This is mine. This is Noah Syndergaard, a Pop MLB Funko character, which I love. I'm a Mets fan, so
I knew
this
you
is
were a
awesome.
Mets fan.
So we got a Giancarlo Stanton, which I got to feel goes to Mraz because Giancarlo has been his whipping boy for far too long. Now he needs
That's too funny.
this little figurine of Giancarlo next to him, watching the games with Bob the Deli Man throughout the summer.
Strong. But is this even better?
And Aaron Judge.
Aaron's my boy, DA.
And Aaron Judge right
Aaron
there.
Judge.
Very nice.
But now we play a little trivia. Because
Okay.
look at this one.
Oh, this is a
For
blank
those that are
one.
listening, I have never seen one in a box like this.
This is a blank box.
Ooh, it's like a mystery airhead.
Who it is. Yes, the white mystery airhead.
Yes.
Is the white mystery airhead one flavor?
No, I think it's always a mystery. Like, it's never the same flavor.
Debatable. Can we get to the bottom of that?
Let's debate. I think I've had a grape and a blue before.
Mm,
You disagree?
I think the white mystery airhead, it's my hypothesis, is just one flavor.
We're going to have to do that next time you come in. We're going to have to get multiples of them and see if they taste
We'll
different.
do a taste test. That'd be
Taste test
fantastic.
mystery airheads. I think this might be Jacoby Ellsbury because it's just wrapped in white like a bandage.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it have crutches? That
Yeah,
could
so he's
possibly-
already injured this
Is
year.
it a Yankee hat there?
Accessory.
It's a Yankees hat. This is a Yankee player, so I think it could be Jacoby.
Do you know the answer to this, Katie?
I do not. I can,
No, it's
I
not-
can get it.
It's not labeled.
It's like a
Interesting.
chaser.
No number on the back of it?
No, it like fell off the truck. Katie got this one in Chinatown.
Interesting.
It's a knockoff.
All
No,
right,
I'm kidding.
and now you got the Star Wars one.
Well, and apropos to our Icelandic conversation, these are all, I brought in one's films that were shot in Iceland.
Nice.
So Game of Thrones, James Bond, 1984 even, and Star Wars. I mean, there was a myriad of films. But again, I just get so into the Funko universe because there's something for everybody in terms of collection. And I thought these ones were really funny, from Tyrion Lannister to BB-8 to James Bond himself.
I'm holding a Lando Calrissian one,
Isn't that cool?
which I love.
Yeah, it's a little bobblehead one, too.
You scoundrel. This is amazing.
These are fun gifts.
This is so
Prizes.
cool. And so now we've got warm weather, hopefully not too far away for all of us in the north and the Midwest, etc. So you've got a list of gifts for people looking for the outdoors coming up here.
Yes. So I even put this on my website on katielinendoll.com or on my social at Katie Linendoll, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole deal. And I put together a roundup of great outdoor gadgets, not just for us runner enthusiasts, but also if you're outside. I think now, too, once that daylight savings hits and it's like dark at like 2 p.m., awesome outdoor technologies from, again, I noted that light up LED jacket that you can touch with the touch of a button. It actually has light strips on it.
Yeah.
To different running technologies that are practical for anyone going outdoors.
Okay, so this is awesome. So they can get it on your website and all of your
Correct.
social handles at Katie Linendoll.
Yes.
The gift giver extraordinaire. You know what? Brad Heller over there, he's a big Jacoby Ellsbury fan. He might need the Jacoby Ellsbury Funko.
Brad.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Don't tease me because once you give it to me, I'm not giving it
We
back.
don't give, no, once you get the baseball, you get the baseball, okay?
That's right.
Wait, give it to him. Wait, give it to him.
Passing it over to...
I want the ball. Give me the ball.
I love it.
I caught it.
Give me the ball!
Sad girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is awesome, Katie. It's always great to be with you.
Thank you so much, guys. You're my favorite.
I'm so glad
Thanks,
that,
Katie.
I'm so glad that we got the lights turned on for you.